Hafa everybody, and good morning. I'm Jason Salas on location at the Cars Plus showroom here in Mighty. It's a beautiful day, and we are surrounded by some truly outstanding members of our community in a most noble profession, education. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Hafa. All right, so we're bringing this to you on Facebook Live and YouTube, and we, in just very, very short order, will be naming the 6 finalists who will have the coveted title of Teacher of the Year, something that maybe not all teachers get into the business to aspire to, but certainly it is a wonderful title, something they will carry with them for the rest of their lives. I know we have some friends of ours, Maria Leon Guerrero, who is with the foundation.
Yes, with the Foundation Board and Bank of Guam.
All right, thank you very much for being here. And of course, John Fernandez. John, it's been a while since I've seen you. All right, so what does this mean to the Guam Department of Education to actually be able to recognize teachers? Because all educators, give of themselves. It's a very tireless profession. It's very selfless in a lot of ways, but as an administrator and everything, what is it like to be able to recognize and give them the limelight?
Well, the good thing about it is that we're able to do this. I think we've been able to do this every year, run a very successful event, recognizing our Teacher of the Year, and that teacher then goes on to represent Guam at the national meetings with their fellow Teachers of the Year. So that's a good thing. The tough part about it is you want to recognize all of your great teachers, and you can't always do that enough. So that's a tough part, but we just do want to appreciate all the efforts just to recognize semi-finalists, finalists, and everyone who's doing a good job in the classroom for our kids.
Well, you do a fantastic job at GDOE, but I do not envy you because you have the task of being able to say who truly is the most outstanding educator on Guam. So what are some of the criteria to be able to determine that?
Well, to be honest, it's not me, which is great. It's actually we actually have a committee of former Teachers of the Year, and they're the ones who set that bar high.
Okay.
And it has to do with not just they go through an application interview process and a classroom observation. If they get through all of that and they make it to the very end, that's really the bar that's been set by all of our former Teachers of the Year.
So that's wonderful. So it is truly peer review.
Yeah, absolutely. So it makes my job easier just to open and announce.
Okay, so we will be starting momentarily. Once again, this is the Teacher of the Year press conference. We are at the Cars Plus showroom in Mighty. I believe we're almost ready to start. So once again, can we get everybody to say Hafa Day? Okay, there's a lot of people watching right now in the States. We know that, so they might be eating dinner like in New York and everything like that. So we want to really stir them and let them know just how much we appreciate our teachers here on island. On a personal note, I am the son of 2 educators, so education is something I grew up with my entire life. I know the demands it takes, the commitment and the sacrifice all of you wonderful men and women here make and everything like that. So on behalf of KUM, it is our great honor to be able to stand here with you and say truly congratulations and job well done to the 6 finalists who will be Teacher of the Year. So let's go ahead and get started with today's press conference.
Hello. All right. Buenas and Hafa Day, everyone. My name is Maria Leon Guerrero, and I'm the chairwoman for the Foundation for Public Education. I would like to extend a warm welcome to everyone for attending today's press conference, and just some special recognitions here. Of course, welcome to our GDOE Superintendent, John Fernandez. And I'd also like to recognize the members of our Foundation Board who are present. We have Michelle Bordalio from Morocco Equipment. We have Noel Enriquez from Stanley Consultants. We have Norman Laurent from Big Fish Creative. And there are others, but they were not able to join us today. I want to also acknowledge the members of the Guam Education Board, and specifically Ms. Maria Gutierrez, who is with us here today. And of course, I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge all of the GDOE teachers and administrators here in attendance, specifically our semi-finalists. Thank you so much. The Teacher of the Year judges who have worked very hard and will continue to work hard to come to that very difficult decision. Thank you, judges. Our Teacher of the Year Planning Committee, you know who you are. And of course, our partners in the media, thank you very much for joining us today. I wanted to just give you a little bit of background on the Foundation for Public Education and what our vision is, what our mission is. So we are a private nonprofit organization, and we work to ensure a bright future for our children and our community by supporting Guam's public schools. The foundation is led by volunteers from the business community. We're going to be hearing from some of these great companies in a little bit. And of course, our great objective at today's conference that we are all very excited for is that we are going to hear who the 6 finalists are for the 2019 Guam Teacher of the Year. And on that note, I wanted to just make a plug for our Teacher of the Year Gala. This is, well, we've been doing this gala now for how many years, Joyce? It'll be 5. It'll be 5 years this year, yes. Joyce was on our board, and she's no longer, but she's still an honorary board member. And it's her birthday today. Oh.
Thank you, Maria.
You're welcome. So, of course, the 2019 Guam Teacher of the Year, along with all of the semi-finalists, will be honored at our gala. And our gala is going to be on Friday, May 10th at 6 p.m. at the Hyatt Regency. We've been preparing for the gala for some time, and we are very excited to bring together both the education communities and the business communities to celebrate the dedication of these amazing teachers. And our gala would not be possible without the support of our generous sponsors. Many companies have already made commitments, and we sincerely thank them. But I would like to take a moment now to highlight our presenting sponsors. These are Cars Plus, KUAM, and Bank of Guam. And I want you all to know that each of these companies has made a donation of $10,000 or greater, a value of $10,000 or greater. And I think that shows a very strong commitment to public education on our island. So please let us give these companies a round of applause. So let's hear from everyone individually. I'd like to give our presenting sponsors just a little bit of time to talk about their commitment to public education and what it means to them. So we'll start with Jason.
Thank you very much, Maria, and thank you everybody for allowing KUM the privilege of once again being able to be involved and participate in this very, very wonderful endeavor. It is such a treat for us to be involved with recognizing public education. As a product of the public education system, it's a great honor for me to be able to say, I went through the school system and I was able to get a very rewarding job, and I have many, many friends, and to be able to give back because I've seen with my own eyes, the tireless work. And again, we're talking about this earlier, the commitment and the sacrifice. And truly, if you are a teacher, it is by no means an 8-to-5 job. It is a job that you take work home with you emotionally, in terms of paperwork. It is something that you do lifelong. It is not a job. We believe it is not a job, it is a calling. And it is something that we at KUM are extremely honored once again to be able to shine light on these wonderful people, because it is a very, very noble profession, and it is our honor to be able to honor you. So thank you very much for having us once again.
Buenas and Hafide.
Viva!
Maestras and maestros hija.
Viva!
Viva, Sidus Masi, thank you for being here. We are honored as Cars Plus to actually have a press conference here. We are so delighted to see that there are actually 12 semifinalists. This is so wonderful. As we know, you are always, I would say 24/7, thinking of your children, sacrificing the time, but more importantly, providing some of the resources that our public education, our GDOE is not able to provide, to give the diversity for your children, for your students. They are your children actually, by the time you spend so much time with them. But for Cars Plus, we are here, and we are here to support. We are so happy that we are able to do this, providing a vehicle for the Teacher of the Year. That makes a lot of difference for you. You all deserve the treats and the incentives that are there for you to receive. So I wish you all the best, and God bless you all. Si Zeus maasi, si Zeus and pambenindisi. Ugay tahan.
And last but not least, So from Bank of Guam's perspective, we have been supporting the Teacher of the Year Gala since we started this, and we're very proud to continue doing so. The value of education was something that my grandfather, our founder, held very near and dear to his heart. He himself did not even graduate from high school, and he went on to achieve great things, but he knew that education was the key for our people, for our economy to move forward. So it's something that we hold very near and dear to our hearts. And as far as the whole equation of education, yes, you can have the facilities, you can have all the money in the world, but at the end of the day, it's the people. It's the teachers that make the greatest difference, and that I believe is the biggest part of the equation. So hats off to you teachers. You guys are amazing. I really honor and respect everything that you do, and all of you are winners to me. So I wish you all the greatest luck, and viva teachers!
Viva. So before I introduce the 12 semifinalists today, first of all, I just want to add on, and I think what Maria just said was very, very key to what I want to say to you, is that I think maybe if you listen to the news and you pay attention to current events, everyone knows there's a sense of urgency about what's happening on Guam and what the future is going to look like for our people and for our kids, for our economy and so forth. And with all that sense of urgency, you can listen to the debate that's happening at the legislature or the governor's office, and you can see that there are a lot of people thinking about how we are going to have a prosperous and healthy community going forward. Well, I'm here to say that the way we're going to do it is through education, and the key to education is never going to be technology and resources and your buildings. It's going to all come down to the people that we have in our department. It's going to come down to our administrators and our staff. But most importantly, and can't emphasize this enough, it comes down to our teachers, each and every one of you who spends all that time during the day with our kids and after school and on weekends. And again, 24/7 is really 24/7. You are out there with your fellow teachers, collaborating to improve what you're doing in the classroom. You're there at activities, you're there at events, you're always present. And the kids, as I have 2 kids in our public school system, the kids look to you as you're their second parent when we're not around for most of the day. So I really do want to just say that's the place you hold, for all of us, not just as important people in the school system. You're really critical for the health and future of this island. So it's, like I said before, it's hard to recognize everybody. For you to get to the semifinalist position, I think is an incredible honor because you came nominated and with the support of your schools, your fellow teachers, your administrators, and those who work with you on a day-to-day basis. So making it to this point, amongst all the teachers to be here today, I consider that a really incredible honor. I'm going to go ahead and introduce each of you. I know you've organized yourself in a certain way. I see some of you from the same school kind of sitting by each other, and then they gave me a list. It wasn't quite alphabetical, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go elementary, middle, and high school. Okay, so from Atacao Elementary School, Annalyn Palaga. Please stand. From JQ San Miguel Elementary School, Melissa Camacho. From UPI Elementary School, Lori Jane Valencia Danao. So those are our 3 elementary school representatives. From Jose Rios, from FP Leon Middle School, let me start with Eileen Canos. See, when I do this, I made it so hard for myself to go north, but I'm gonna keep going. Jose Rios Middle School is Allison Iseki Perez. Untalon Middle School, Jennifer Flory. Again, from FB Leon Middle School, Lali Tundio. That was close, right? It was good? All right, okay. And then, again, another one from Jose Rios Middle School, Clarice Lo Mesa. Okay, on to high school. Southern High School, Kayoko Kishima. From George Washington High School, Darlene Kijisu. Also from George Washington High School, Alexandra Beneventi. And then finally, we have JP Torres Success Academy, represented by Audrey Eusebio. So give me just one general round of applause for all 12 of you. And just going through the names, let me just say all the things I said, I can actually vouch for most of you here who I've seen at competitions and sports events, and just so many things that you're out there pushing your kids, not just in the classroom, but out in the community. So congratulations. So the next thing I need to do is introduce to you our current Guam Teacher of the Year. Her name is Jonah Marie Gumatauta. She is a 7th grade teacher at Agata Johnston Middle School. In February of this year, she represented Guam at the Teacher of the Year induction event at Googleplex in California. And then with the support of the foundation, she was able to network with the Teacher of the Year representatives from other states and territories. And then she'll also be representing Guam at the National Teacher of the Year event held in Washington, D.C. later this month. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce our Teacher of the Year to talk to you about the process.
The Teacher of the Year program is a highly selective process and recognizes one of the thousands of public school educators who demonstrates excellence in teaching. This year, we received over 80 nominees and over 20 applicants. From these, a panel of 3 judges, who are all former Teacher of the Year representatives, conducted a blind review of each application and scored them based on the completeness and quality of their application packets. Our tabulation team, which consists of members of our GDOE internal audit and business office staff, then compiled the scores to determine the highest ranked applicants, which were later announced as the 12 toy semifinalists. Next, each semifinalist underwent a panel interview with the judges and GDOE Equal Employment Opportunities Officer, which determined their thoughts on public school education, the challenges at GDOE, their ability to represent and promote the teaching profession, their leadership skills, their passion for teaching, and more. Today, the top 6 contestants will be announced as the Teacher of the Year finalists. The final round of judging takes place later this month, when each finalist will be observed by the judges at their respective school sites. The candidate with the highest score will be selected as the 2019 Teacher of the Year. The State Teacher of the Year will represent Guam through program meetings, conferences, and special celebratory events nationwide by engaging with policymakers and sharing best practices with other State Teachers of the Year from all U.S. states, territories, and DODEA. The Guam Teacher of the Year also has the opportunity to become the National Teacher of the Year, who will serve as a spokesperson and advocate for the teaching profession nationally and internationally. The National Teacher of the Year averages over 150 events each year before audiences ranging from several hundred to over 10,000. Television, radio, and the print media readily utilize the National Teacher of the Year to represent the voice of education. The National Teacher of the Year may be called upon to represent American educators to audiences in other nations and is frequently asked to sit on national and state commissions and policy advising bodies. The Foundation for Public Education is committed in supporting the year-round participation of the Guam State Teacher of the Year, whose purpose is to achieve professional growth and promote the importance of a more equitable education system on our island.
So before I announce the 6 finalists, let me just say thank you to the donors here and members of the foundation for their support. It's been, I guess, about 5 years since we started this event, and 5 years of support from the private sector, from business leaders who've been interested and looking to support us with this event, but also looking for other ways to contribute to creating a stronger workforce and a better future for the island. So just give the foundation members a round of applause, please. And then I also want to add to the description of what the Teacher of the Year also is able to do on behalf of the island. What also happens is that in the course of the year, and this is not just for the current Teacher of the Year, but also previous Teachers of the Year, I'll get this email that'll say, "Sir, I really think that it would be important to take on this issue," or there's a professional development opportunity that's happening in Chicago that has to do with technology, or I would like to do X, Y, or Z. Well, when it comes from a Teacher of the Year, I always give that great deference. And if we can support our Teachers of the Year, those of you who've excelled and demonstrated leadership, that's also something I really want to do more of, because you're here to represent the department to your peers, but also when you go off island and represent this department to other agencies or other the peers and colleagues around the country. That's also important. So I know now that I said that, I'm going to get lots of emails from all the former Teachers of the Year who didn't know that. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and announce the top 6 finalists. As you heard, not only were the Teacher of the Year panel involved, we also had our business office and as well as our auditors. So what you're seeing here is really top level, high security envelope. This envelope could not be replicated. It was handmade and with a sticker that I don't think anybody has a copy of. And then it will self-destruct after I announce it. So hopefully you got this recorded on Facebook Live. So with that said, I'm going to open the envelope and I'll read the names of the 6.
Can we open it for you?
Oh, we'll do this. This shows that it's very fair and unbiased. There you go. Okay. And with that, so we'll be announcing the 6 finalists, and then I know that there'll be some closing remarks by our chair, and maybe some refreshments and a reception afterwards. Okay, so the 2019 Guam Teacher of the Year semifinalists. The first name I'm going to read is Ms. Allison Iseki Paris. Congratulations. Our second semifinalist, this is in absolutely no order, I think, but I also mixed it up too, so I'm reading it out of order. Lori Danau. Miss Eileen Canos. Ms. Jennifer Flory. Our 5th semifinalist is Ms. Annalyn Paligai. And our 6th, last but not least, semifinalist is Ms. Clarice Lowe Mason. So once again, congratulations to all our semifinalists. Please give everyone a round of applause, please. And with the 6 finalists, please stand and be recognized. Congratulations.
Actually, if you can make them come up here, that'd be it.
Finalists, please come forward, and I want to just invite everyone to join us for some refreshments and photos. Semi-finalists, please stay as well. We'd like to get photos with everyone. Thank you once again, and we are very much looking forward to the Teacher of the Year Gala, where we will recognize our 2019 Teacher of the Year. Thank you.
I know.
Okay, so there you have it. You have seen the 6 semifinalists. We will have profiles of each one of them in the coming weeks on KUAM.com and all of our social media properties. So you are going to meet these amazing island educators who really take this job to heart. It is an amazing, amazing group of dedicated, each of them very hardworking women, each of them dedicated to their craft. Once again, it is not a job, it is truly a calling. So that's going to do it from the Cars Plus showroom in Mighty, everybody. We'll have those profiles in the coming weeks. As I said, you are really going to enjoy what we have coming up. But as for now, we thank you for streaming us, and we'll see you very, very soon. I'm Jason Salas. Goodbye.